So let's get into something that's probably a lot more personal than you think, your digital fingerprint. No, I'm not talking about the smudges you leave on your phone screen after too much scrolling. I'm talking about the invisible but incredibly detailed trail you leave behind every time you tap, swipe, type, or click. You might think your passport or driver's license is the ultimate proof of who you are. But here's the twist. Your digital footprint might just know you better. From the way you type to the websites you visit, all these actions add up to a profile that's more you than any ID could ever. Let me break this down. Every time you grab your phone, you're doing more than just texting a friend or checking out the latest TikTok trends. Your phone's watching you. Not in a creepy way, but stay with me. It knows how fast you type, what words you use, or even the way you pause between sentences. Many modern smartphones, like those made by Apple or major Android manufacturers, come with non-removable batteries, as you know, which can keep the device trackable even when the phone is off. This continuous connectivity raises important questions about how much control we really have over our devices. Now think about your computer. You know those keys that are starting to look a little worn out? That's another clue to who you are. How you type, the shortcuts you use, even the size of the window you like to browse in. All these details are part of your digital fingerprint. I hope you're listening. Research published in the Journal of Information Security and Applications shows that keystroke dynamics, essentially the way you type, can create a unique biometric profile with over 90% accuracy. Companies like BioCatch are already using this technology to identify users based on their interaction patterns with devices. Not just what you type, but how they do it. All these details are part of your digital fingerprint. But here's the kicker. All this data gets collected and stored, whether you're online or offline. It's like having a shadow that never goes away. The app you open, the podcast you listen to, the way you scroll through social media, they're all little pieces of a puzzle that is you. Facebook, for instance, has been known for extensive data collection practices, as highlighted by the Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018. This incident exposed how deeply Facebook collects data, not just from what you post or like, but also through your private messages and interactions. Now, Instagram follows a similar pattern, also owned by Meta, aka Facebook. Collecting data to serve you personalized ads, tracking every second you spend on your post and every interaction you make. So who's behind all this data collection? Big companies? Governments? Anyone with any interest in knowing who you are without ever meeting you. It's not about selling you stuff, though that's a big part of it. It's about control. With enough data, they can predict what you'll do, how you'll react, and even influence your decisions. That's some powerful stuff. Right? And here's the thing, your physical ID is becoming less important. They might not even need to see your face to know who you are. What does this all mean? Well, it means that privacy is getting harder to come by. Even if you're careful, the sheer volume of data you produce just by existing in this digital world is enough to build a detailed picture of who you are. And once that data is out there, it's out there for good. Google, for example, tracks users' location through their devices, even when location services is turned off. A 2018 report by Associated Press revealed that Google continues to store location data via web and app activity, even when users believe they're opt-out. This is just another example of how our digital actions leave a lasting imprint. So think about it. Every website you visit, every app you open, it's all part of a digital record that's nearly impossible to erase. Over time, this data becomes your new ID, even more accurate than any document you carry in your wallet or in your purse. And this is not just about what you do online. It's about predictive analytics too. Police departments in cities like Los Angeles, where I'm from, have used predictive policy techniques relying on data from social media and other digital sources to anticipate where crimes may occur and who might be involved. This use of digital fingerprints in law enforcement shows just how far-reaching and influential your online activities can be. Who's watching? What are they doing with the information? And most importantly, how much control do they really have? A 2020 survey by the Pew Research Center found that 79% of Americans are concerned about how companies are using the data collected about them. This highlights a growing awareness and concern about the extent of data collection and its implications for privacy. It's something to think about the next time you pick up a phone or open your laptop. Because in this digital age, every little action counts, and it's all adding up to something much bigger than you might realize. So what do you think? Is your digital fingerprint something to be cautious about? Or is it just part of living in this connected world? So let's chat about it while we still can.